Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and again, welcome to Daybreak with David. It's Channel 8. It's Friday the 21st of December 2007, and it's the 4th day at sea and our 5th day of the voyage. And my quotation of the day: many of life's failures are people who did not realise how close they were to success when they gave up. So there's no success, all success stories on board the Qe2. And I know, obviously, we're going to have a great day with lots of entertainment, lots of activities going on. Again, over 100 activities and events to suit the needs of all our guests. Straight into interviews, because we do have a lot of people to interview today on Qe2 television. And I would like to, all these wonderful, I don't know if you can see that at all. Len, we can get a good look at that. This is yesterday. Remember Wendy came on from our personnel and training manager, and she talked about White Star. Well, as you can see here, very funny that I'm voting for myself and the captain wants to see me. But a gentleman that does all these cartoons, is a very good friend of mine and a good friend of the Qe2. It's Peter Cocker. Good morning, sir.
Hello, Dave.
How are you?
Pretty good. Nice to see you again.
This is a wonderful gift. For instance, this is something from the library. Now, Paula came on yesterday. For those that watched television yesterday, as we went into Ponta Delgado and mentioned about how many library books we had on board, and there was going to be a prize for the person who got closest. And it says, after you've counted all the books, you can put them back. Beautiful. And go on, Peter.
I was just saying that's a passenger.
Okay.
Counting the books, you see. that was the humour of it.
6,262 books.
I counted every one.
And did you put them all back?
I did.
So where are you from, Peter?
Well, I was born in Norfolk, but I live in Southampton.
Yeah.
So I didn't have far to come on to the Qe2.
Whereabouts in Southampton?
Beyond the oil refinery in the New Forest.
Okay, nice around there, eh?
Very nice indeed. In fact, I can see the river
and
the ship going up from our house.
Where's your house?
Well, it faces the Southampton water.
Okay.
And you can see all the big ships go up and down, you know.
Is it going towards Calshot that way?
Well, I live about 2 miles from Calshot.
I used to do all my training there. I used to take people, and we used to do training in the Calshot Sports Centre, and windsurfing and sailing around there.
That's right. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
That was when you were in the Navy.
Yeah, well, all times I was going to try and do some kite surfing, which is popular down there now.
It is.
I think I've reached the age where I'm going to give up on that one because that's quite difficult. But your career is as a cartoonist.
That's right. Yes, I started when I was about 18. Mainly because I used to open the newspapers and the magazines and see the jokes there, and I used to think, well, I can draw, you know, equally as funny. And I sent them into the newspapers, and they were coming back. Because all cartoonists, you always get rejection slips. It's part of the game, you know. So I thought, what I'll do, I'll go up to Fleet Street, which is the main centre of all the newspapers in London. So I went up there and I walked into the Daily Mirror office. Just walked in, not knowing anybody, and spoke to the editor, kind of kidded my way past the commissionaire, and he took one look at the drawings and he said, well, I can tell you why you're being rejected. He said, because you're drawing them too big. And I knew nothing about composition or how they printed them, so he showed me the size they wanted them, and I went back home, do 12 drawings and sent them in the size he wanted. And they took about 4 or 5 immediately, and after that it was a regular.
Well, each week or each day, or
no, not each week, because you send, say, 6 drawings into the Daily Mirror. This is many years ago when they had a joke page.
Yeah.
All newspapers used to have a joke page, not so many now. And you'd send 6 in, and they'd take 2 and send 4 back. So you make a note, I mustn't send them the same joke. So you sent them to another newspaper, and then it went on like that, you know. So what one editor thought was funny, or didn't think was funny, another editor would say, oh yeah, that's okay.
But you've made a living from this?
Yes, that's right, that's right. And then from there it led to television. I once had a telephone call from a producer, can you draw live? Well, if you're working as a freelance, you always say yes to everything, you know. I'd never been on television in my life, you know. Can you draw live on TV? Yeah, of course I can. And I went down there, and what it was, I had to illustrate in front of a camera, drawing what students thought of. It was a religious program, this particular one, And I thought, oh, that's great, you know. So I prepared all the drawings, faint pencil lines, took them down to the studio, about 15 drawings, and set them up with the cameraman. The first thing the cameraman said when he looked through the lens, he said, oh, I can see all the pencil marks. Oh. So the producer said, oh, that's all right, Peter, you know, just scrap that, blank sheets of paper. And I thought, well, that's a good beginning, you know.
I think the term comes sink or swim now.
Exactly, exactly. So I said to the cameraman, like Len was looking, I said, look, Len, tell me where the square is on the, what you're seeing in the camera. So he said, all right, and I put a pencil dot on each corner. So I knew if I drew in that area, yeah, it would be in shot.
In shot, yeah.
So that got me out of that. But, so all my work with pencil, faint lines, you know. But with TV work, it's when I do a news program doing cartoons, they always say, okay, what do you think's funny today? It's like watching your show and you say something.
I say lots of things that are funny, but I don't mean to.
No, no. But I mean, it's like that joke there with the library. Yeah. So it clicks. You think, oh, that make a good cartoon. So it's the same with a news program. Have you
got some work there? This is.
Oh no, this was when I was last on the Qe2. I was talking to Warren York.
Yeah, Warren. Yeah, yeah.
And he called me in the office and he said, "Can you do some drawings for us, for a millionaire that's coming on board for the world cruise?" And he's crazy on Walt Disney. And so I had his name painted on the side of the ship with Mickey Mouse.
These are amazing, honestly.
And I sent him about 10 or 12 drawings, which I'm seeing the person involved. I haven't seen him yet.
Mr. Rosenberg.
Oh, well, he hasn't come on board yet.
Oh,
he's very rich. He's the one that the drawing's going to be given to.
Okay.
And
no, I just saw a name there. I don't know if that's a person, but I shouldn't say that live on television, should I?
Well, no, because he is the millionaire that's coming on board, which will get these drawings eventually.
This is amazing, amazing, amazing. Look at these.
They were emailed to the ship about a week ago.
Okay.
And because they said, "Are you coming on board?" And I said, "Yes, I'll be on this trip," which I came on. And so I'm seeing the person involved. So if you're watching this show,
there you go.
We shall meet. He knows who he is.
But the great thing is that it certainly lightens my show up well, I'm not saying it's going to be every morning, but like I say, just to have some of these, and for me it's great to take home with me. I will frame these and put them up around the kitchen or something like that. Well, as long as they haven't got me in, that is.
Well, most of them got you in.
I know.
But the thing is, whatever like any future show you do, you just think to yourself, well, Peter's watching. There's, you know.
I will do that.
But I shall still send you in some drawings.
Listen, it's great to have you on board, and I just wanted to say thank you to you, to our guest, and just for your contribution.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's a pleasure being here. It was a pleasure meeting you as well.
Great, Peter. Very good morning to you. Okay.
Right.
What I'd like to do now is just to do again my nautical trivia of the day.